Right. Welcome to the Arsenal fan reaction show. Um, Gents, obviously, I've got two very unhappy Arsenal fans joining me now. We've got Carl and we've got Travis. Um, Listen, gents, it's been another disappointing performance and result. Where do Arsenal go next, Carl? What needs to happen?
Everything. Everything needs to happen. I'm not one of these typical Arsenal fans that are tear out. Oh, it's no good. Get rid of the manager. Get rid of the coach. Get rid of the coaching staff. That's not going to change anything. We've gone through a number of coaches and coaching staff, changed backroom people. We've gone through all this process since Wenger, and nothing's changing. We've got the same deadwood at the club that we can't get rid of. We've got no urgency, no creativity in the field. The young players look better than the senior players, and there's just the team selection is not there for me. I don't know why he's still playing two defensive midfielders in front of that back four. If you're not confident in the back four, there's no point in trying to protect. You might as well try and create something out of that game. Playing Burnley, what
Yeah,
what's going on? Joe Willock sat on the bench doing nothing. He can make a difference in that game, an absolute difference. Some of the youngsters he's playing in Europa League, they look more dangerous going forwards than some of these players. What's going on with William? What is going
yeah.
on? Different player.
Travis, you're obviously, you'll be listening to what Carl's saying there, and I'm sure you'll probably agree with some of the stuff. But what for you, what's really frustrating you with Arsenal's performances, and both of you, jump in together and bounce off each other because it's about the opinions. But for me, as an Arsenal fan, I'm finding it very tough, and I can feel myself distancing from them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So for me, I understand why you say like the Arteta out thing, and then normally I wouldn't be about that, but I've changed. I'm out. Arteta out. Get rid of that fool. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why he's a fool, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting something different to happen. How is my man picking the same players over and over again? You've got one team who has scored 0 goals in 7 games, and you've got one team that scored 13 goals, I think it is now, 14 goals. Why
yeah.
would you not at least try and move them to the Premier League? Because the ones playing now aren't cutting it. It just ain't working.
I can't answer your question. Every Arsenal fan must be feeling this right now. Must be feeling it. Willian has come across, and that first game in the Community Shield, I couldn't fault my fault. Look, we signed a brilliant player. Yeah, he may be a bit old, but we signed a brilliant player. 11 games, 12 games, nothing. He can't even string a forward pass. What's going on? Gabriel's coming in and playing centre forwards at 85 minutes because we've got no one wants to attack the ball. He's got Lacazette in a number 10 role. He's dropping so far back. Jack is in front of him. Aubameyang's dropping back. He's got no one to pass forwards to. What do we need to do? I don't understand.
This is again Arteta. This is what I'm saying. Arteta out. So with the Willian thing, I think he's getting bad treatment. It's a bit like people keep cussing Paul Pogba and they cussed at Di Maria. When you're around shit players, you play shit. It's that simple. Like like Di Maria's in PSG final and everything, doing bits out there. Ibrahimovic comes to Manchester United and looks bang average, goes back to Italy, looks decent. It's because they're surrounded by, same with Arsenal, where we've got shit players. William was playing with ballers before, Kante, Mount, all these kind of players that can actually ball out, like more energy, more movement.
Yeah.
And he's looking at Xhaka passing the ball to him, Danny Ceballos, and he's thinking, this is dead. And even Aubameyang, and you can see his frustration when he makes little runs in behind, and then he sees Xhaka pass backwards again, and he's looking at him like, bro, like, come on, man. And I know everyone keeps saying this is still Arsene Wenger's squad, and I'm not disagreeing with you. We've got too many old dead wood. But Arteta knows this now. After all these games, he must say, like, okay, yeah, I tried to save you, man, but you lot give me nothing. I'm going to start 6 youth team, man, because they've got more energy, more direct, and they've got more fight.
Yeah. Am I right in saying that for me, when I seen the team sheet today, I was like, what? I was expecting to see some sort of youth on that pitch. Maybe Eddie Nketiah getting a chance. Recently, Nelson's got a niggle. We might not be able to play. I was expecting to see something. Them players are coming on and they're looking dangerous. And I'm just like, why are they still playing this dead team? Like, what happened against Tottenham? El Nenny's not going to make a difference, is he? What's going on? You've made one change. What? I can't stress how much it's so heartbreaking to be an Arsenal fan. This is the same team that won the FA Cup last season. We've added players to it. We've not really got rid of anyone. And to performing like this, but how? You've outed Ozil. Ozil's gone. Do it for the rest of them. Xhaka, what does he bring to this team by red cards and fouls and dead ideas on the game? Nothing.
You know what? It's funny listening to you, and I feel like, you know, Arteta. I feel like Arsenal fans, if Arteta just changed it up and got rid of, you know, like I stopped playing those types of players, the players that aren't really producing for us, and put youth team players in or reserve players in, Arsenal fans would, although yes, it might still be frustrating if they was losing, but I feel Arsenal would be a bit more patient because they'd understand that, you know what, this is a very different transition. We're bringing a lot of inexperienced players through at one time. It's gonna cost us at times. But because Arteta's playing the same types of player that before Arteta they weren't performing, and before the last manager they weren't performing, and even now they're still not performing. It's even more frustration, I think, for Arsenal fans. You know, it's a tough time. We've got a comment here, you know, from Mike Webster, who's put Arsenal got Everton next. That's another loss. We're becoming a real laughing stock of the Premier League. I would never think, you know, and you look at when you watch Sky Sports and you see, you know, the pundits on there who seem to be just Man United at the moment or Liverpool, and you've got
they're laughing.
They are laughing. Roy Keane must be looking at. Well, he said it. He said, "I think Arsenal will be good enough to get out of a relegation battle," and I'm looking at it thinking, I'm not sure if we would now.
I seen someone put on Twitter yesterday, Arsenal's going to be the first championship team in the Champions League. I was like, we've got more chance of winning the Europa League than we do getting out of the relegation battle in the Premier League. What's that about?
You know what? And that's actually, if Arsenal don't change it soon, and they're going up against the likes of Burnley, who they've actually lost to today, by the way, who are going to be involved in a relegation battle,
we're going to lose.
We're in trouble.
Real trouble.
We're in, because we don't have that gritty side where we'll grind results out.
You tell me one player in that team who's on a big wage, who's might not even have to be foreign, might even be a young English player who's got the grit and determination to play in the Championship and go out and win scrappy games week in, week out. None of them. We'll get turned over in the Championship.
We will. Listen, Trav, you must be calling for Craig Eastman to come back.
It might need to. I'm telling you, like, honestly, that's the thing. For me, this season's a write-off already. And in Arteta's credit, he's been trying to get rid of players. But because of the previous regimes, we've got terrible contracts, certain men on way too many wages. And they're just like, I ain't going anywhere else to earn less money. I'm just going to hold out, wait till my year's done. And then when I leave, I leave. Okay, cool. But yeah, I get that, Arteta. So we can't blame you for that because his recruitment's decent, like I said. But what I can blame you for, if the season's a write-off already, you might as well see who's good and who's not. Get the young players in. I'm talking about Smith Rowe, Nelson. I mean, Nelson played sick, and then the next week he didn't get on the bench.
Don't even talk about
at least try it out, because you already know the season's finished. It's done. Like, the season's over. You might as well see of the youth academy who has got it, who is the real one to use the fake, and let's just try it out. Aziz, I would put all of those guys.
I can't. Did you watch Ronaldo, goalkeeper in the Europa League, when he let them 2 goals in?
Yeah,
he looked better with his outfield player than he was a goalkeeper. His footwork was brilliant, but he couldn't stop a bloody tennis ball. I couldn't understand it. I could not understand it. I thought, we've got rid of Martinelli for this.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
It made me, because they were saying like they did Martinez a favor, like to let him go. F the favor, he's on the contract for another 2 years. Let his ass sit on the bench, man. Like, and they did that for 20 mil. Like, if Leno gets injured, we're definitely getting relegated. Like 100%.
Done.
Oh, gents, it's hard work. It is. I mean, we've got a few more comments here, and I don't even want to read them, but we are the laughing stock at the moment. Shane McFarlane's just sent in about 100 laughing faces. Again, Shane McFarlane said, "Don't worry, Southampton next as well." Mike Webster's put field your under 23s. They'll put more of a fight up. Shane's said, play the women's team. In fairness, the women's team get results. The women's team are winning things and they're up there.
I'll take Vivian. Put Vivian up top.
I feel like we'd have more of a chance. Adam Morris has said, "This is the happiest I've seen Carl as an Arsenal fan."
He ain't lying. He ain't lying. There's no defending this team. Like, I'll come out here a couple of weeks ago and I'll defend a bit of banter here and there. But now I'm just like, go ahead. I'll banter my own team now. Like, I might as well banter my own team because there's nothing going on here. It's absolutely blown out of proportion now. I don't know how we can sit there and say, "Oh, we played well against Tottenham. We had great possession." Possession don't win you the game.
No.
Like, Partey ran off. I bet he ain't even injured. He's probably on the next plane back to Atletico Madrid. He's like, "Fuck that. I'm going to play Champions League. I'm not playing anymore." Like, that's horrendous performances over and over again. Where does it change?
The thing
That
is
the biggest question.
I think Arteta's probably going to go to the board and he's going to be like, I think we need to make a few more signings. I think we can change things, right? And they're probably thinking, "Bro, we ain't giving you any more money." We're going to be 17th by the time January comes, and they're going to be like, nah. And they're not going to sack him. I promise you, no matter what happens, they won't sack him unless he gets relegated.
Well, here's the thing. So when January comes around, if Arsenal's form hasn't improved with the way that the season's been, he's going to want to add players because he's going to have to try and get rid of somebody's deadwood. But if the Arsenal board don't back him, what does he do? Arsenal seriously, and like, this is, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but they could really be looking at playing in the Championship if they don't improve things quickly.
The only thing they can do, if they can't get rid of him, it's like we keep saying, and people keep laughing at us for saying it, is drop all them senior players that are in droughts, have got nothing about them. Get rid of them. What's the point? They ain't going to be here in the Championship because they're going to be long gone. They're going to be getting a new contract elsewhere. They'll be going China, America. Them young players, if they want to stay, will be the only ones fighting for us. Play them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We got a few more comments coming back in here. Mike Webster told me to get my boots back on. Listen, if I got my boots back on, that will secure their relegation. I can promise you that. We've got All My Days from Charles William. All My Days, 2 players earning 374k a week. One can't get in the team, and the other one can only score own goals. Hashtag Arsenal Banter FC. Mike Webster again. Hashtag Hope and Dreams FC. Shane McFarlane, he said, "One more from me. Do you still trust in the process?"
The process. What is the process? I mean, we play better as a back 5 than we do a back 4. And that's saying something. Like, we play better with wing backs and a back 3, instead of playing with a back 4, because we've got no midfielders that can go forwards. Yeah. What's the process? What's he trying to get out of this team? I don't understand what he's trying to do. I understand he's trying to encourage things and get them to the press and get off on the back foot and attack. But I haven't seen that for the last 10 games. Nothing. It's ever since we lost that Leicester game. That was it. That's when I thought, we beat Man United. I thought, we're going to do Leicester now. We just balance the points out, sit in the table. Leicester went, done us. Jamie Vardy come on. I was like, that's it. This is when I'm going to watch them start unraveling. Just unraveled. It's just got worse and worse and worse. And I can't see it changing.
I'm going to say some positives, though. Positive, Bellerin's going to miss the next game. Forget that guy. Stick of him. Positive, Xhaka's going to miss the next 3 games. Positive. Yeah. So because of those 2 major things, one, I'm expecting to see Maitland-Niles at least try him in midfield. Just try. What have you got to lose? Put Cedric right back, give him a few games, see what he's saying, and then drop Willian, because Willian's been terrible. Like, just you might as well try Nelson. What is there to lose?
I don't understand. I couldn't even pick my favourite 11 at the minute. All I know is I don't want to see Willian, Xhaka, El Neni. Rob Holding's playing all right as a centre-half next to Gabriel, but what's going on with William Saliba? That's
Well,
another
he
one.
he played it. He played in the League Cup game the other day, didn't he? He played in is it the JPT game, wherever it was? He played in that.
Yeah.
Got
And to
sent
be
off.
honest, yeah, he got sent off and didn't actually look that didn't look what we needed.
No, I've been watching the under-23 games, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He had one good game, but he didn't look hot. He didn't look, I don't know if it's a confidence thing or he didn't look great when I watched. I've been watching most of the under-23 games. He didn't look. I didn't let him think, rah. Chambers looked better than him.
Do you know why? Do you know what? He probably wants to play crap so he doesn't get into the first team and get embarrassed. He's probably like, I'm sticking here. This is much better. I ain't gonna get into that team because it's gonna get embarrassed. Like, I don't understand.
I had to go back to the YouTube highlights. I was like, is this the same player? Like, this is what. Because when we they were talking about signing Saliba, because remember Napoli were in for him, Tottenham were in for him, Real Madrid were kind of sniffing late. I thought, rah, we got a wicked one here, boy.
Yeah.
And then boom, shock. Look at us now.
Absolutely.
Yes. It's very, very frustrating at this moment in time. Sorry, boys, I'm just moving this around a bit so it sits better. Here's a serious question, and I wonder if the whole treatment of Ozil has started a chain reaction. Do you think that the players are maybe not performing and have maybe almost turned their back a bit on Arteta and the club maybe in general because of the treatment of Ozil? Because these things can happen at clubs. There's a lot more player power now, things like that. And I'm not saying Ozil's instigated this, but I'm saying as players, Ozil, without a doubt, would have been a massive, massive personality in that dressing room. And do you think the way that maybe the club have dealt with things, and there'll be arguments that people will say that, Ozil's disrespected the club, and there'll be people that saying that the club's disrespected Ozil. Do you think that's had a chain reaction in terms of now how the club is, how the team and players are performing on the pitch?
There's been a bad energy around ever since Wenger left in that club. It's almost like certain areas of staff or certain areas of the players can create a bad vibe. Especially when Unai was there, you've seen it firsthand. Like the players did not want to play with him. That you could just see that the reaction of them, like they just didn't care whether they won or lost. There was nothing, absolutely nothing. And I've seen it again today. Özil, I don't care who you are, he would have made a difference in that game. He's not left. He's had offers. He said he wants to stick his contract out at Arsenal, whether that's out of spite because he's saying, no, I want to get the money here and leave on a free. But he's got transfers coming in for him all the time. Whether he's going to leave, I don't know. But he'd make a difference in his team right now. And the way that they treat him is wrong. I don't understand why it's going on. I don't think it's a football issue. It's definitely something that's happened, a bit of friction between relationships or something. I don't know, but he ain't getting a look in, and it's not good because you look at the training photos. He's got a great relationship with Aubameyang, Lacazette. He's laughing and joking with all the players. All the players still love him. They like all of his Instagram stories. They love it. They love his Twitters. They react with him, and he don't get a look in. So maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
No, for me, like, I don't think I would love to give the squad the benefit of the doubt, say that's the reason why they're all so playing so crap. But I think they're actually trying hard, and that's what makes it even worse. But with the Ozil situation, what Arteta done, it's a classic. He learned that from Pep. It's kind of like you go in to a new group and you kind of like freeze out one of the alphas to show that you're the man. When Pep went to Barcelona, he did that with Ronaldinho and Deco and all them lot. He said, look, you lot are the big bosses here, but yeah, I'm dashing you lot. You ain't good enough for me. And you kind of like set the tone, like I'm the man in charge. Because apparently Ozil's really popular with everyone, isn't he? Yeah, so you go in there, you pick the biggest, baddest man in there, and you go like, boom, look, I'm dashing you. And everyone's like, ooh, shit. They went for him. Like, he's on 350 bags. And I think he was trying to do that, but it backfired because, look, Arteta's looking like a fool now. Ozil's probably going to be there longer than him.
Ozil come back manager number 4. They'd be like, "What's good? I'm back. I'm gonna get in the team."
Oh, Jed.
Ozil's gonna be tweeting like in end of March, like, "Oh yeah, Emirates, lovely to be here."
They played together on the pitch. Like, I don't understand the relationship there. I mean, they look like they got on from what we've seen as fans. I never really see behind the scenes, but from someone who's playing with someone on the pitch like he did with El Neni, I thought he'd at least give him a chance more than Unai Emery did. But now he counted him straight away, and I thought,
No, the thing is, no, I'm going to defend Arteta here because when he came in after he took over from Freddie, he actually played him for 17 games. But the problem was he was dead. So Arteta was like, bro, I tried. He looked at him and said, look, I tried. It just didn't work out.
Oh, it's listen, one thing we can all agree on, gents, is it's very painful being an Arsenal fan at this moment in time. And let's hope that next time we're on the show together, we're not discussing and crying into our pillows about facing life in the Championship. And I'll be honest, if we got relegated, I'm not even sure that we'd go on and win it.
No.
I think it'd be the biggest culture shock ever.
We'll be sat with Portsmouth. I'm telling you. We're going nowhere. If we go down, we ain't never coming back up. No. Kroenke will probably still own us. He'll still probably rent us out and just fund the NFL. It'd be like,
I don't know why. The thing is, like, we got a billionaire owner. I wish he was one of them sugar daddy owners. Why couldn't he just be like, yeah, here's a cool 300 mil. Just go buy whoever you want, kind of thing. Why does he have to be cheap?
I don't feel like he likes football. That's why.
No.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
He said it like it was an asset. He used Arsenal as leverage for the loan he took out for that NFL team, the Rams. So he sees Arsenal as a business, pure and simple, and he ain't trying to put no money in there.
$1 billion that stadium, wasn't it? $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's scary. It's scary, gents. It really is. Well, listen, I don't feel like we're going to get any more positives out of this conversation, and we're going to have to just try and hope for some sort of change. I hope that in the changing room tonight, a few people are getting told some home truths, and maybe even a few rucks are going on because something needs to change. Because I can't continue to watch and see Arsenal performing the way they're performing. It's disheartening as a fan, and it's very frustrating and hard to see. But gents, listen, thank you for joining me on the Fan Reaction Show. It's fantastic to hear both your opinions. We're all pretty much of a similar opinion, and let's hope next time we're on a show again together, let's hope it's a lot more positive.
Definitely. We can only get that from here. And one last thing I want to say to all the Arsenal fans that were paying like £15 for the box office thing. I feel sorry for you, man.
Oh,
you deserve better.
Last talk of the league.
Do you know what? Where actually are we in the table tonight after that performance? Are we still in the same place?
Yeah,
I think the same place.
Same place.
Oh, it's difficult. It really is difficult. I don't know what to say.
Worst football I've seen since '96.
Would you still class Arsenal as a top 6 team?
No.
Leicester's took our spot. I'm telling you, Leicester's took our spot. We're top 6.
Do you mean on the field or off the field?
Off.
Off the field, we still are a big team. Yeah. Just on numbers, we are a top 6 team. But on the field, I think we've probably got the 11th best squad.
Probably.
Is that 11th? Yeah. Manchester United have a better squad. Man City, Leicester, Southampton, Everton, Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea, Wolves. I would say Wolves will have a better team than us, maybe. overall better squad. Like they're starting 11. That's close. It's about that level. But we're about 10th, bro. Like
Oh,
this is they're just better teams than us right now. So let's see.
yeah, we'll see, gents. Listen, thank you for joining me, gents. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure.
And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Enjoy the rest of your night if you can.
Yeah, we'll try. See you later, lads.
Take it
Cheers.
easy. Take care.
Thank you.
Top man, Carl. See you later, mate. Cheers for joining us on the live fan reaction show. A very disappointing night for Arsenal, and I'm sure all you Spurs fans out there are enjoying our demise at the moment. But we'll turn it around. Don't worry, we'll turn it around. Enjoy your nights, people. Take care.